Hello, hello, hello. Trends with Octavia family members. Come on in, let's dissect and analyze. We are here with another blast, okay? Another banger that we need to discuss. We will be talking about things that is going to make your head spin, okay? So, like we said, in this month of August, there is case after case after case after case. Okay, we saw the case that just finished on 6th of August. We know that the next case in line is the case between JD and his ex-wife, Cora Obidi. So Justin versus Cora Obidi. But before I get right into this video, I just want us to come in here and analyze, okay? And I also want to use this opportunity to refresh the memory of people. hmm Because sometimes, with so many things happening, one can forget. But, anyways, before we get right into all of that, you are welcome. If you are just joining us, thank you so very much for joining us on Trends today. And don't forget to give the live stream a thumbs up if you are here. If you have a place to share the live stream too, please do so, share. And before we get into this conversation, from my title, the thumbnail, you already have a clue what we are about to discuss. And sit tight, let's do this because it is very necessary. Okay, so let me check our sound first. And this side. Okay, so sound is good. I just checked our sound. Sound is good. So I'll share to community. Let me share to my community so more of our people would know that we're live or we were live today so they can catch up. So just give me a minute. Uh Okay, let's do join the conversation. If you're just joining, you are welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us today. So, like my title said, we're going to be discussing all of this. Okay, we have a case. So, we are going to be discussing about the defaming this woman did, okay, some years back, with evidences all around. We're talking about JD's witness, so we'll be talking about the case coming up between JD and Korra, okay? And then we'll talk about JD's witnesses. And today we're focusing on this particular one, okay? So that's what we're going to be discussing. This his fan or friend from Minnesota, okay? And we are also going to touch down on so many other old videos and things that has happened in the past. So there's so much to discuss on this. So let's see. Give me a second. So let's get into this conversation. If you are just coming, you're welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ah, okay. If you have not subscribed, please do subscribe and catch up on other gist. So getting into this conversation, JD case versus Cora, it's coming up. Cora going to court with this other lady. We saw that happen. We saw the line of thought, if I should put it that way, coming from JD's camp, okay? Forgetting that this was really a big win on the side of Cora, and this is going to open door to even many more stuff. Okay, but these people are always good at twisting things and acting like nothing is ever a big deal. You know how they are, and JD has been the one engineering all of this stuff. So I feel like when JD was allowing his, in fact, encouraging, not allowing, encouraging these women, this set of lonely women, to go ahead and bash, defame, stalk, bully, and anything you can think of in between. When they were doing all of these things to his ex-wife, he was enjoying it. He was enjoying it because in his mind, as he would always brag with the American justice system, this man thought, I'm just going to go to court. I am going to just make my report, and the next thing, voila, I'm going to get my results. Okay, my ex-wife will be deported, or I'm going to get full custody, or my ex-wife will be asked to pay me more money. But or whatever he goes to court to ask for, the judge will not even bother to do, you know, wait for his ex-wife's lawyer to do their investigation, build their case, come prepared to court. He just feels like, just because I said this, and because I am an American, that's how it's going to be. I think that's how JD's mind was actually working. So he went ahead, gathered all these women, that they went ahead and did all of this nonsense that they did. Fast forward to now, 2024. This man decided, oh, I'm going to take my ex-wife to court. And one of the best person I should put as my witness is someone that has defamed my ex-wife, someone that kept insulting my ex-wife. So now let's go back. Look at this whole, from when this woman, this JD's friend, started to defame Korra. When this whole thing started, when you go and look at Korra's page, you will not see. Hold on, let me share this. Give me a second. Let me share to trends also. Community, so more of our people will join us. Just give me a second. Hey Faye, welcome Queen. Welcome sis. Thank you so very much for joining us today. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, thank you so very much for joining us on Trends with Octavia today. We're discussing the upcoming case of JD versus Korra. That JD wants to take Korra to court, and we are actually going to discuss that right now. So I'm just trying to, I just remember that I did not share to one of my accounts. So I want to share the live stream because it's very important that we share, and it's very important that people know certain things that has happened, and keep your eyes and ears open and wait for, I think it's the 19th, the 18th, or the 19th, somewhere around there, to come around so we can see what is going to happen. Okay? That upcoming case. JD has been silent, although he came out and posted that stuff that we analyzed the other day, where he said so many good things are happening in his life. Okay. Let us wait and see how far these good things are going to take him. Okay? Let us wait and see. That's what I'm going to say about that. But the upcoming case, wahala no dey finish, seriously. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. The fact that this man will do what he knows how to do best, which is stalk, harass, abuse, defame his ex-wife, and do all of this stuff, but then he will shoot himself on the foot. So let's go into analyzing this particular woman. So this woman, those photos that you see on my thumbnail here are photos of JD's friend in Minnesota, right? You will see in some of those photos, if you look at my thumbnail very well, okay, just if you look at the thumbnail before you came into the live stream, if you didn't see it very well, you can go out again and look at it again and then come back inside. Okay, come back in. When you look at one of those photos there, you will see, and I saw multiple, like there are multiple of these videos online, multiple, like short, so it's not even long form videos that are so long that you say it's waste your time. Just type in their names on Facebook and all right. Sorry for that short break, getting distracted, but I'll try my best to see how I can deliver this live stream. Okay, so if you're just joining us, you are welcome. So JD's friend, being a married woman, and if you go to Facebook, just type in their name, his name, her name. I don't want to say her name, but y'all know her. Seen her on the thumbnail. You already know who she is. Okay, she's the one that we mostly refer to as the brief one. Most times I call her the Zacchaeus. She's very brief. Zacchaeus was a very little man, a very little man ahead. So she's very, very brief with bad character. Okay. There are people that are brief with good character. This one is brief with bad character and will do the most. So this woman is actually a married woman. If you go on Facebook, you'll find most of their videos, old videos, you will find them. Okay. So don't even think that, oh, maybe are you people exaggerating? Are you people this? No, 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 we're not exaggerating. We're not trying to paint anybody's image. There evidence and everything out there. Okay. And remember, this woman lives in Minnesota. From what we know in her videos, what she will say, she stays in Minnesota, right? JD stays in California. These are two different states. But somehow, after JD and the ex-wife had issues, this woman is one of those lonely set of women, and this one is supposed to be married. As at that time, right now, I don't know what her status is. Is she married? Is she divorced? I don't know, and I don't care. But as at that time, we know that she was married. So this woman will leave from Minnesota and go all the way to California to go and be with JD, to go and support JD, to go and if you check the photo that I put in the middle in my thumbnail, you will see that this woman was doing haircut and he wrote super talented. And I was looking at that video and I'm like, whoa, of all the hair studios, barbing salons, or whatever you want to call it, or whatever they call it in your place that are in California, this married woman left husband, left how many children she has in Minnesota, traveled all the way to California to go and be doing haircut with him, doing dance move and dance steps. I've always told you that this set of people came into this man's life to destroy him. But for some reason, this man thinks that this set of people came into his life to actually help him grow, help him achieve his evil aims. Oh, I want vengeance. I'm going to be vindictive. I'm going to this, I'm going to that, and I'm going to use all of these women that I think do not have sense to achieve my goal. But what JD did not understand is that these people looked at him, saw that he was talking so much. Korra is a dancer that people know, so and a singer that people know. So people were paying attention to what JD was saying because that's Koro Bidi's ex-husband. So whatever story he had to sell, people were willing to listen. And immediately these women saw that that's an avenue for them to gain that popularity, grow their pages, make money, and otherwise. They latched onto JD. That's why you could see that a married woman, I'm not saying married women don't have friends or with the opposite, you can have, but living from your own city, leaving your family. And if you all are traveling, if you're like, family friends where you all are friends, so you're going with the children, or even if the children are not coming, it's you, your partner, you people are going to visit your family, your friends, or whatever you call it, and that would be different. But this woman leaving Minnesota, going all the way to California to go and do haircut for JD, as in, I don't understand. What is the reason for that? What is the reason for you to leave your family? It's because this woman thought that, oh, I'm better than Kale. I'm more talented, I'm more beautiful, I'm more smart, I'm more everything than Kale. And I'm going to go over there and I'm going to use the opportunity to grow my page. And I'm also going to prove that this man is not that bad. It was the fault of the ex-wife. Because remember, she's also a singer, like Korra. So she too wants to do anything at all to be noticed. Not for her talent, not trying to build on her talent, grow on her talent. No. This woman went all the way to California to do haircut for JD. You will see them dancing. She'll be dancing, winding her waist. And there's another video where you will see him standing at the back. She had her camera, had her phone up, dancing, winding her waist. And you could see JD at the back. And, you see another video where he was sitting down. She went close to him. She was dancing and dancing, placed her hand on his, this. Look at my thumbnail. That's few. But if you have the time, just type in their name, these two people's name, JD and her, and this Minnesota-based lady. Type it in on Facebook and watch those very short videos, multiple that will pop up on your screen. Just watch these videos. That is a married woman. 1, you're a woman. 2, you're married. 3, you have kids. You did not see anything wrong in what this man was doing. You decided this man was going to be your friend. That's okay. That's okay. Choose your path. Do whatever you think is right. It's fine for you to be his friend if that's what you. But this woman did not act like a person that was married, had her own partner. Like she also was among those other oldies that were looking for something. Like they all were just, contesting for the cucumber. They were all contesting for the carrot or toothpick, whatever the case may be. That's what they were all fighting for. That's one of the things that they were all against. Let me be the one that he will notice. Now that immediately, in fact, the divorce paper is not even called yet. These women rushed into this man's life, including she that had a family. And this one didn't stop there. Going to be this man's friend is one thing. It does not concern anybody. You can be friends with anybody you want to be friends with. Okay, just because somebody don't like somebody does not mean that person will not have friends. And that is understandable. But this woman took it a step further, where she started with the bashing of Korra Obidi. This woman called this Korra all sorts of names, would laugh and mock Korra, how Korra has no hair, all this. And you will notice that when this woman does this thing, she will always refer to herself. She was laughing at Korra, that Korra had no hair. She too didn't have hair. But she thought that she was better because in her mind, she is in a competition with Korra that is not in a competition with her. In this woman's sick and twisted mindset, she thought that by doing all of these things, it will prove that she is far, far better than Korra. And she continued with the insults, with the family. There's nobody, in fact, with the late mom. This woman would talk, would tell you, I would drag, even child in the womb, I would drag. This woman continued on this path. Neither she nor JD thought about what might happen in the future. We're getting somewhere. That's why I went back to start from the beginning a little bit. This woman never thought that as all of them were stroking JD's ego, his ego is growing. It has now gotten to the point where this man can't even see anymore. He sees himself as the Lord, that he can do and undo. The same way he came out and he was screaming, telling the woman that treated your children very bad. You came out telling the woman to sue my ex-wife, sue her. I hope you sue her. She's lying. She's blowing things out of proportion. She's doing this. She's doing that. FBI checked. FBI this. FBI that. Now we will know what FBI checked and what FBI did not check. We will know. Very soon, we will know. When this woman went, one of the times, because when you will see this several times, she was always around JD, always around JD. Like this woman didn't want anybody to have access to JD. Like she wanted to claim JD, and this is somebody that has or had a husband and kids, but she was busy jumping around, insulting. Then she did the ultimate video that I hope that as we speak today, which is one of the reasons why I decided let us sit here and discuss this. Because sometimes you have to refresh memories. So people that always, contact, say, send messages, try to draw Cora's attention to things, will draw her attention so she will remember to tell her lawyer to find that video. And I hope she already has it. I hope that her lawyer already has that video, because we've seen what JD filed, which was another bogus BS. The same with what Crystal filed. Both of them, they write, they talk in very similar man, almost the same. Like both of them were in the same room when they were both filing. There is a fatal attraction. Exactly. Exactly. This is really like, I don't even understand this. These two, like, it's just beyond me. You're welcome. Thank you so very much for joining us today, Queen. Thank you, Angelique. So we saw what JD filed for the case that is coming up. The hearing is coming up 2024 August, this month that we're in. I think about the 18th or 19th, if I'm not mistaken. But we know that it's just few weeks ahead of us. Today is the 9th, Friday, the 9th of August, 2024. So I hope that Cora's lawyer that is representing her for this particular case, that JD is taking, of course, he thinks he's everything. This man just thinks he's everything, that nobody can talk to him, nobody can do anything to him. I'm going to use the American court system, I'm going to use the American legal system, and I'm going to deal with her. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, because he wants people to beg him, people to get scared, people to be worried. But we're here to tell everybody that there's nothing, no cause for alarm, nothing to worry about. Because you listed this woman that, let's just say this his friend, this Madam Abi Lady Brief from Minnesota. She is not related to JD. And there is no reason why she should have inserted herself in this case the way she did. 2, this woman is not related to Korra either. So you see that there is no reason. And if you want to talk about it, if you want to go to court and claim that, oh, well, I'm a blogger, they would like to twist and come up with those nonsense that they think that the lawyers, the judges are not actually expecting this, and a good defense would be prepared for that, for those nonsense excuses that they will make. She will want to come out and pretend that she's a blogger, just like other 1,001 bloggers on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and every other place that analyzes these Korras and JD's situation. She decided to speak. But how many videos? And these people are so silly to think that because they've deleted videos, the videos are not accessible. And if the video you have done is a good video, why are you deleting it? If that content you created was a good content that you created, and that's a content that you were supposed to create, why are you cleaning all of those things? So when this woman, one of those times when she went to California, that she sat down and spoke about Korra's alleged orgies. You cannot come out to talk about somebody's personal life up to that extent without presenting enough evidence to back what you're saying. And it's because Korra was cool and calm with them. That woman was not slapped with defamation case. Seriously, that woman was not slapped with defamation case from Korra, it's just surprising. But we understand that so many things are going on. And I believe that's one of the reasons why Korra decided to ignore all of these women that were insulting her, defaming her, insulting her family, and doing the most. or she just thought it's gonna happen for a while and that will be it anyway. So why even let me just let it go? Because when you're a public figure, when you put your life out there, and my ex-husband brought this thing, because she didn't bring this divorce thing online. So why? He actually put our lives out there that way, talking about our divorce. Now everybody have an opinion. So maybe that's one of the reasons why Korra did not slap this woman with defamation. This woman, of all the places to have that conversation, she went straight to JD's home. There was no evidence. You knew before you would turn on your camera or pick up your phone and say, I'm going live on YouTube, Facebook, this, or I'm filming a video that I'm going to edit later on. Because if you're live, you're streaming live, like what I'm doing right now. But if you're creating a video, you create the video, you edit. But you already know the topic you want to discuss. Most content creators will write it down. They have like books where you write down the topics, so you don't forget. If something comes to mind or something, you write it down, then you go prepare. In other words, it's premeditated, like you knew you were going to create that content. We know that as content creators. If you're just coming, you're welcome. Please like the live stream. We're 21 persons here and we have just 10 thumbs up. Please, please, please thumbs up the live stream, and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Join the conversation. Drop your comments. Let me know you're here. If you want to, if you're a silent watcher, that's okay too, but you're welcome. Thank you so very much for coming today. God bless you. I wanted us to come in today and discuss the upcoming case, because today is the 9th. I think the 19th or the 18th, somewhere around there, is the case between Korra Obidi versus JD, right? And I wanted us to focus on this particular witness. JD had about 5 witnesses, if I'm not mistaken. His mom, Frida, who's the other person again, and three other persons, anyway, 3 other persons, you know, so 5 in total. So I wanted us to focus on this one. Of course, his mom is his mom. We saw how he pulled his mom, so I didn't even want to touch down on that one, because that one has already showed the kind of person she is, from going up and down, jumping from one block to the other and looking for gossip to gossip with Miriam, Awolowo, Lolo, and the rest of them. What do you expect from this those kind of people, begging people to donate money, give money to his son? His son does not have money, as if his son was crippled or something, that his hands and legs and nothing is working, so people need to support his lifestyle. A full grown man that has no this thing, illnesses or anything holding him back. He just sat there and waited for his mom to go around and start begging. Efe, you wanted to say something? Go ahead and type it. I wait, because you got my attention. That's why I paused now. So you can imagine, really, you can imagine this woman, like I was saying about content creating, because there is no excuse this woman wants to give. We're all creating content. We're all talking about this. But if you know that you're going to talk about certain things, you have to bring evidence, because that is you not analyzing. That's you defaming someone. When this woman went to JD's home, sat down, positioned her camera, and started talking about Korra's orgies. Talking about, oh, she had, was it a threesome? Was it a sixsome? How many holes does she have in her body? Did she put it in the ear, in the nose, in the ear, in the... Were you among them that day they were having that stuff? Because I don't want to repeat it so many times here on YouTube. But this woman felt it was okay for her to go all the way to JD's home, because she wanted to prove a point to JD. I am here for you. I'm here supporting you, so she can get and benefit everything that she wants to benefit, which she did benefit, because it did help her grow her page. It did. It helped her to grow her page. It brought her engagement. And since we know that among them, in their lonely WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups and otherwise, they always send each other gifts, donations, and people do all of that. So she also benefited, like the others, monetarily. So for her, I'm going to do more. So I'm going to be the number one. The same way that Miriam Awolowo was doing more with her money, her energy, her expertise, and everything, filing expertise, and also collecting evidences. Because these people wanted to be the number one in his life. And this woman sat down in JD's home with JD visible on the background the day she was discussing a topic that was as sensitive as this. She sat down, positioned her camera, and JD was there pressing his phone with a huge smile on his face. That video is available online. When they were doing all of these things, they did not think that them feeding JD's ego would be all of them's downfall. Now, 2024, JD has gone to file a case against his ex-wife. And what did he do? Put in witnesses to come and prove that his ex-wife is good at destroying people's businesses, sending her Koreans to go and destroy people's businesses. One of the person he has included is the same woman that sat down in his home, positioned her camera, and started talking about how Korra was sleeping with 6 men. And she was making fun of it. She thought it was funny. You know, she thought it was funny. For some reason, to Frida, it was funny to sit down and make such claims when you do not have enough evidence to back what you have said. Now, 2024, you are a witness. So you're going to go to court and testify to what? To testify that she destroyed your business. And if that be the case, you have already been defaming her for forever. You didn't need to speak on she and JD's divorce, even if you wanted to be JD's friend. You didn't need to. You could have just minded your business, advised your friend to try to get better, health-wise, focus to do something else with his life. And whenever you see him talking about his ex, tell him that's not going to help you heal. If you want to heal fast, just leave your ex alone. But no, that's not what Frida did. Frida went along because to her it was cruise. They all ginger themselves that, oh, we can do this. And they continue to do it. Defaming. If it said, for the fact that this lady is saying KO slept with multiple people says a lot about her. It takes one to know they are all projecting. Exactly. Like when you watch that video, it is so disgusting. Crystal, on the other hand, on her own side, was busy, you know, saying, screenshotting Chaos private areas, zooming in, screenshotting, resharing it on her page. Everything was about Korra's private part. Everything was about Korra's private part for Crystal. And she will make all these jokes. And then the beefers, the haters, were enjoying it, going to their pages. Now look where Crystal ended up. Look where Crystal ended up with the level of hatred that she gave to Korra. Was she able to go to court and prove her case? She wasn't. Look at the weak and whack defense that because she had done a lot, and all the evidences are stuff that Korra's lawyers can easily access on social media, even though most of them have actually deleted these videos. But it's already too late. It's already too late. She sat down with JD in earshot, sitting right behind her, and you could see him. Do you think it was a mistake that the day she wanted to discuss something as nasty as that, a topic that you know if you don't have evidence, that woman can actually take you to court to come and prove where you saw her with 6 different men? Because she was explaining, and the way she was talking about it, you would think that she was also in the room and she was the 7th person there. She was asking her audience, I don't understand. How many holes does she have? She put it in the nose, in the ears, in the mouth, and she was counting, pointing fingers and laughing. And JD had a huge, huge, huge smile on his face. When the mother of your own children, and your children will grow up in the future and they will see those videos about your own friend, their father's friend, speaking ill about their mother, instead of their father to say, please, if you don't have evidence, don't say that. If you know you don't have evidence, do not defame her like that. And doing that here in my home, it's not right. No, he sat there and smiled and kept on smiling. And she kept talking. When he now turned to look at her, probably to give her a good, big, full smile, to tell her that, carry on, my friend. You are the best. Give it to her, Basbos. Give it to her, Woto Woto. That's when he realized that the way she positioned the camera, he is in full view and everybody can see. That's when he stood up and left. But it was too late. People had seen you. People saw you pressing your phone and smiling. You were loving that conversation. It was a fantastic conversation to you. But because you thought that your Americanness and your American legal system was going to favor you without doing their job, you didn't care. You were careless with all of them. All of those women, you were careless with all of them. Because when you hear the kind of things that comes out of these people's mouth, you will know that JD was careless with all of those women. That's why every time he does something that pisses them off, each and every one of them will come out and tell you, I document stuff. How many people goes around documenting their friends? When you're hanging with your friends, you people are having conversation, you people are, whatever you people are doing, do you go around documenting, recording, voice note, saving text message? It means you are malicious. Like you have a malicious plan. You want to use those things as evidence against that person in the future. That's why you're doing it. So tell me, come the 18th or the 19th of August, when they go to court, when they start calling on JD's witnesses, and it's the turn for Frida to come and testify how Korra instructed her fans, her Koreans, to go and destroy these several people's businesses, and destroyed her ex-husband's business also, as he is alleging in his court filings, as he is alleging. So tell me now, really, what will this woman go to say when they will ask her about this situation? What is she going to say? You said she was in a hotel or in a house and there were 6 people in there and they were doing it all together. But watching your video, we did not see you present any evidence that showed that, yes, this was Korra doing what you were accusing her of. And you know fully well that you didn't have evidence to prove that, you still went ahead, turned on your live stream on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or wherever you posted that video, And that video went viral. You don't know how many millions of people that have actually seen that video that knows what I'm talking about. If it said, since there's one of these analysts, I don't want to write her name. She always calling JD the brand. She is so bitter about Kale. She keeps calling Kale's father by his name and saying he's a pedo. It's not the one on YouTube. Let me see if I can remember her name so I can abbreviate it. So if it's her, oh, mm, oh, I'm trying. Is it the one that her name? I think both of her name, her first name and last name starts with O. Is it that one? Or because I know there's one on YouTube. Because when you talk about these topics, they will suggest, and I've seen one of them, and I've seen some of her videos on YouTube. That one talks crap. Let her wait. All of them, one by one, they will collect. Leave them. Let them keep running their mouth. Isn't that how Crystal was bragging, beating her chest, challenging Korra? You cannot do a thing. I will be in those children's life by fire, by force. JD is their father, and I will be in their life. You can go back to your Nigeria. There's nothing that woman did not say. How far? 2024. All of those things she said in 2023, 2022, or where she was saying those things. That video evidences are still online. Now she's screaming, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. I'm going to file for defamation. Who are you going to win a case of defamation against when you've defamed every single damn soul on this planet? You sat on Koro's case for over 2.5 years. So leave them. Let them continue. Let them continue with the running of their mouth. But one after the other, they will collect. You see all these things they say. All of them that are busy calling that man pedo, pedo, pedo. The day that it will get to his children to the level where they will decide to start taking this set of people to court. Because remember, Korra is not the only child that man has. And when you go to court, which is the same thing that we're discussing about today now, that this one was talking about Korra did this, Korra did this, Korra did that. Now that you will go and testify, you will prove all of these things. You want to go and prove that she ruined your business. Ah, okay. They're not going to cross-examine you, in the court. They're not going to ask you questions. You're just going to come there, tell the judge whatever you want to tell, and that's it. They're not going to check you. One by one, let them continue on the path that they've chosen. They have chosen this path. Let them continue. So Miss Brief is a friend to the one I'm talking about. I just don't get their hate for Kale. They are miserable. That's what it is. It's misery. Misery love company. And once they saw the company of other miserable people, because tell me, how is this very brief Zacchaeus that was married, allegedly, according to what we see, you will leave all the way. You're going to do haircut for another man. You left from Minnesota to California to go and do haircut, to go and be dancing, wearing all those and this thing, gym wears. That that gym wears are very fitted stuff. That shows your figure and stuff like that. Is that what you as a married woman should be wearing in the house of somebody else where your husband is in no sight? Because we did not see him there. At least if you people were all together, your hubby was also there, and whatnot, it's kind of okay. We can kind of understand you're going to exercise. Maybe that's when you did that video. But no, all those dancing, putting your hand on the shoulders and hanging is that what somebody that is married does with their male friend? Is that how you interact with your male friend? Your male friend will be standing behind you. You will be dancing and whining your waist. Are you trying to seduce somebody? It's just weird the way that woman behaves. So yes, it's the one on YouTube. Then I guess I know the person that you're talking about. She's been running her mouth. That one has been running her mouth for a very long time. She has been running her mouth for a very long time. She streams and talks absolute nonsense like Madame Longmouth. Both of them, they sound alike, like two people that has mental issue. Seriously, misery love company. That's what it is. And now this woman, Miss Brief, is now going to go and testify. I just want to wonder what this one is going to say. Of all those things she has said, is she not the same person that insulted KO's late mom? She has insulted every member of KO's family. That this JD's witness that we're discussing today has done a lot. I'm trying to close because it's evening already. Trying to drop the rails and the sun is getting into the house directly. So not that other one. Her name starts and then her last name starts with N. The one you're talking about, the one because I think the one that the name starts with B, her last name starts with N. All of them, once you hear them open their mouth, you will know that they are people coming from that camp because the kind of nonsense that they voice out. But slowly we see the cases are coming, and if what we're hearing about investigations are also true, after investigations, stuffs will be happening. So we will wait patiently. If you're just coming in, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. We're talking about the upcoming case of JD, Korra's ex-husband versus Korra. We saw that filing some months ago. I think the case was adjourned to August, and August is here now. So we're waiting for the date, the date to come, which, if I'm not mistaken, is before the 20th of August. I think the 18th or 19th, somewhere around there. And we'll see the outcome. And I wanted us to refresh our memories with what one of his witnesses have actually said and done to Kale. And I want us, I just make it make sense how this person is going to go to court and testify that Kale destroyed her business. When you came out online and defamed this woman back to back without posting any evidence, you inserted yourself in her business that did not concern you. That she was divorcing from her ex-husband was none of your business. That's not something that you should be worried about. That's not something you should be concerned about. But you did it anyways. And to think that you because this man spoke to these people before he actually put them there. If you said, as a married woman, leaving your kids and husband to go cut JD's hair and roll and rolling, that screams. So doing them. You have a partner, and yet you would just want to jump around and do the most, like somebody that is not married or in a relationship. It just goes to show that she's another one with no sense. So after inserting herself into this woman's personal business, she now wants to go to court and testify that Korra destroyed her business, destroyed Korra's ex-husband's business, destroyed her own, another woman, and multiple other people by sending Koreans. Where is the evidence you're going to prove? Because when they will refer back to other things you've done that you don't have evidence, it will prove that you're a liar. Because when you went and spoke about Korra was in a row with 6 men and they did this, they did that, you did not present any evidence. There was no evidence on that video. There was no time where she said, I have the video in my phone, or I have a screenshot of this, or somebody send me this, and just say, I can, just flash it on screen. Let people just see that, yes, you have an evidence of what you're talking about. So you're not just assuming or just out here trying to defame someone, saying something that the person did not do, because in your mind, in your head of head, like, yes, I want to do this to support this man, so this man will keep growing and keep giving me shout out too, and I will also grow, cash out, people will come and give me stars, buy me coffee, donate to me, support my music, support my shows and stuffs like that. If he said, for that fact, that she carried her leg to go to the house of a man who just divorced, screamed to me, desperate for cassava. But she has cassava in the house. Should we say mm, should we say that she had, because allegedly what we were hearing is that, okay, they've both gone their separate ways, she's no longer somebody's wife, but as at that time she was. So are you going to leave your own cassava to go and harvest somebody else's okay, or at that point it really didn't belong to somebody in that way, but yeah, you had, but it's still a stranger's cassava. Why didn't you harvest your own cassava that you have in the house with you 24/7? Or at least he goes to work and he comes back in the person of your husband. Is that not the cassava you're supposed to be harvesting? Why leave your own farm, travel from where your farm is to a distant person's farm, and that's where you want to go and harvest? And she thought all of those things she was doing was actually okay. And at the same time, while she was cutting hair, dressing, dancing with him, twerking, doing this, shaking body, and doing all of those things she was doing, wearing all of those very tight sport wears, she really thought in her head that, yes, this is something that is befitting for a woman that is married to do. If you're single, why? You can swallow all the cassavas you want. Who cares? Who wants to ask you? It's you. You choose the type of life you want to live. But it didn't look good. But she didn't care. Now she wants to talk about Korra sending Koreans to destroy business. Where is the evidence? Where is the evidence that you will say, this is where Korra told Koreans to go and destroy my business? I hope she have all those, him and she and JD, they have all those evidence, because they will go to court and look as stupid as Crystal, because the videos keeps piling up. That's just the truth. The videos keeps piling up. The videos of her defaming Korra keeps piling up. And she and JD, to think that both of them sat down together and decided that, oh, it is going to be a good idea for me to put you as one of my testifiers. Let me put you here as somebody that will go and testify. Tana Lee, you're welcome, Queen. Thank you so very much for joining us today. If I said, people know they fear for a karma, even not karma, them know they fear waiting God go talk after they call themselves Christian. God help us and keep our enemies far from us. So, as in, no be small thing. Really, people know they fear God, and truly, you will see these people now. Them pray pass. These are the kind of people that will pray and pray and pray and pray. But at the same time, you are defaming your fellow woman and you don't even have proof of what you're saying. You do not have proof of what you're saying. Pa. Tenali said, even if Cora said that, the law will say it's her opinion. She can't make adults do anything. It's social media and freedom of speech. She defamed no one. They are really some stupid people. No, they are not going for defamation. No. JD is not going for defamation. This his case that is coming up that we're talking about. This is witness. It's not for defamation. He's actually going to prove, taking her to court, and he wants to prove that she destroyed his business, not only his business, another person that had a restaurant, a restaurateur, and this is brief friend that was, she was it was actually his friend that was defaming Cora. Do you understand, Tenor? So he is going to court. I think he wants her to pay him. Did you notice that when his license expired, he didn't want to renew immediately? He was reluctant. JD is on purpose not taking jobs, in my opinion. This is my personal opinion, okay? What I'm saying now, like when I mean he's not taking jobs, I feel like he is doing all of these things to back up his case, to strengthen his case. Do you get? So when he goes to court, he will prove that, oh, look, for example, the year when I was still married to her, when we've not started having these type of issues, look how much I was making. And now after our divorce and after she sent people to come and destroy my business and lay all those false, because he said it's false allegation or accusations those people made or leveled against him. And this is how my business now turned out. Now I don't have clients. The few clients I have are Koreans who come and bully them. You know, he's trying to strengthen his case so then Cora will be forced to pay him again. That's what this man wants. So he has lined up these fake people that there's no single truth in their mouth as people that will come and testify for him as witnesses. They are really, really people with no brains. If I said these ladies are just absolutely, absolutely immediate, the way they rushed this man, the way they rushed this man, the way they rushed him, it's just unbelievable. It is unbelievable. They just rushed him like it's bee and honey. That's what they did. Rush this man like it was bee and honey. They didn't want to hear that it was not them that gets this man. But at the end, who did he pick? Summer. After he was with the other one that came and accidentally or purposefully exposed herself, then Summer. So it's just weird. And trust me, I can't wait to see how this does. He's just broke and he's looking for somebody that will come and give him money. That's all I see. Because this man, ignoring what was more important, which was to protect the children, instead, this man was taking his ex-wife to court to go and prove that she sent her fans to come and destroy his business and destroy other people's businesses also. That was the stuff that was important to this man. Not the fact that Crystal had videos of his children, exposing his children and doing terrible things to his children. That was not relevant to JD. Instead, he came screaming, Crystal, can't you sue my ex? Because this man really thinks that, oh, he has a strong case. His mother that also came online and lied. So we've already proven that two among the five, I think they're 5 or 6 persons, are liars. And the reason why I've not been able to is because I really don't know those other people. If you give me their Facebook handle now and I go and check their videos and all of that, we will be able to prove that all 6 of them or 5 of them that he has as witness are liars, including his mother. That one lies through her teeth. She lies like no man's business. She does not act like somebody's parent. Because normally, I don't like talking about parents, but the way that woman behaves, you will have a child that is behaving this way, and you cannot even tell your child, I'm not going to do this. I raised you better than this. Instead, you allowed your child to bring you online and then interview you and try to coerce you to say things that you know were not true, thinking people will not see through you. Then Ali said, "That's what I'm saying. When I say Korra can't make money, everybody say his business. I know she didn't buy if she didn't buy even if she said to people flock his page and make bad review. They will say she can't make them. Yeah. The thing is, up until now, I don't even see any lawyer that he has. So is he planning to pocket all those money that they gave him for buy me a coffee? And if that's the case, JD is not even somebody that can build a good defense. At this point, it's Cora that has to build a good defense, and he has to prove his case. But JD, we know, cannot prove anything. Seriously, this man cannot prove anything beyond all reasonable doubt to get the court to award him the how many $1,000 he wants her to pay. It's just a broke person that is looking for a way to make money. That's it. That's just the truth. Let me see. I think there's a comment being held back for review. Why? Is there strong words in the comment? It's not showing on screen here. Let me see if I can read it from. Okay. Okay, Fena said, JD, okay, you use strong word. That's why they held it for review. So JD is he needs to look for a job. Stop looking to be taken care of by the woman he left. He should have thought about it before he left. He's the his doctor said he was both his degree. Is he even a doctor? He's a chiropractor. He tries to say doctor, doctor. He's not that type of doctor that will come to people's mind when you hear doctor. So he's a chiropractor, not even good at the job, because the chiropractors, they're very good chiropractors that knows what they're doing, reputable ones, respected and whatnot. But this one, yet he said he's one of the best in California that you can find, and one of the most expensive in California. Yet he's not got a job for a very long time. He's not done anything relevant for a very long time. Seriously, he's not. But we understand where he's going with that. Okay, if you can prove that she did cause damage to your business, of course, the court would, award you, even if they don't award you exactly the amount you're requesting for, something reasonable, and that will be able to pay his rent for 2024. Maybe carry him if he manages it very well, probably carry him into the next year. But I doubt, because he has that giant home that he wanted to prove what point, I don't know, that he's living out, that he needs to pay, I believe, pretty expensive house rent alone. And before he will pay for other utilities and not everything else, uh, money is gone. The money is gone. So even if Cora is told to pay him $50,000 or whatnot, the money will be gone in few minutes. And then he will go and file another case, look for something else to try to extort money. Because this is what I call, this is just extortion, looking for a way to extort money from the one that is working. Yet you came out and said you're a doctor, you charge $300 per week. Why it is she will not have a job, she will not have this, but she's not looking for any way to extort you. And this man is always good in working hand to hand with people that do not like or want to see. I don't want to use that H word multiple times on my live stream. But he loves people that hate his ex-wife. Those are the people he associates with. Those are the people, and if you look at the list of his testifiers, they're all people that do not like that woman at all. They resent that woman. Those are the people he has as his testifier. So when you look at everything, it is obvious what this man is doing. It is obvious. But in the case of this lady, let her keep digging herself deep. We saw how far Crystal dug herself into this pit, and now Crystal is turned around and trying to beg people to leave her alone. And it's not happening. And it's not going to happen that fast. Because Crystal did hers for 2.5 years, and these women did their own. Now we will see what this one will go and testify. Madam Witness, what are you going to testify in court? Remember to also carry the evidence of those accusations you made, that you said she did these things, because that was you defaming her. And I hope after this case, if Korra decide to take other people, this woman and the other one that Efe just pointed out, and then the one on Facebook too, this set of people need to be slammed with defamation cases. They need to come out and prove where Korra's father is a pedo. Because they're tarnishing the old man's image just because they don't like the daughter. It pains them that the father supports his child. That's something that they don't like. So for them, they will do anything. But now look who we already know is a huge liar. Somebody that there's multiple evidences to prove that you've been defaming and doing the most. You brought yourself into this case. How did you end up in this whole web? How did you end up in there? It had nothing to do with you. You found your way, and each and every one of them, all of those lonely, sad women, they brought themselves into this case. But they want to turn around and pretend that Korra destroyed their business, and they think they will go to court and they will be able to prove that in court. And she sat down with JD, and JD said, I'm going to put you as one of my witnesses. And she said yes. She agreed for her name to be put there. Inside her mind, I know they fear, your eye go clear. Because there are evidences everywhere. When you sat down with your face, you cannot even deny it. You cannot even deny it. You sat there in front of that camera with your face, with JD's face, and those statements were made. JD did not stop you. He allowed you to continue. So you see, when you look at these people, you just want to shake your head and ask yourself, is it that these people don't know anything? Tenali said, I hate to say this, but JD's problem is he thinks he has superiority within the system because of the color of his skin. I know he is. Like you said, they have absolutely no video of Korra sending anyone to destroy anything. They don't have any evidence. And you're right. JD thinks, because if you remember from the beginning, that was one thing that he actually used to threaten Korra, because he kept laughing and insulting Nigerians and other African countries, or any other, in fact, anybody that was not American. You people don't know anything. You don't know how the American court system works. That's all we kept hearing. For over 2 years, we were hearing American court system. You don't know. I can send her back home. She can be locked up. She can be this, she can be that. Since all those years that he's been saying Korra can be locked up, we're yet to see where the police is putting handcuffs on Korra and taking her to jail, even if it's for one night. We're yet to see it. And the same American court system that he has mentioned several times is where she has gone to, even this month of 6th of August here, is the same, the legal system that he used to brag. It's because he thought they will believe him over her. Because we've seen cases like that happen several times, where they just look at the color of people's skin and they want to believe them. This is 2024. Don't you think with all the evidences, the breadcrumb and everything that you people have left along the way, there are people that will be vexed enough to take up the case, investigate, gather evidence, and they will call out whichever judge that decides to do that. Do you think any judge wants to put their career on the line for you because you probably look like them, or you're their countryman or countrywoman? That's the thing that JD did not think about. He thought everything was going to be a slam dunk. Immediately he goes to court, lays all these false and bogus allegations against her. They're just going to hear the case, and the next thing, judgment is being passed, and Korra is out of the way, and he's made a lot of money, and that's it. She will be somewhere miserable, wallowing away, forgetting that you're not the justice system. You just think that it will favor you. That's your thinking, but that does not mean that it's the truth. That does not mean that that's how it's going to happen. You know, these people are just something else. I'm trying to pull up something from Facebook. A second, I'm trying to find something. Every time you hear his people talk, you will hear the plotting. Give me a second. Let me. There's something I want us to listen to. With documentation, and not you. So I want us to watch this video that was shared by a blogger. You know, and this is somebody calling JD out, and this is Madam Longmouth calling JD out. And I just want us to listen listen to what Madam Longmouth, Lady Longmouth, is saying. I don't even know why I add titles to their this thing, because these people don't even deserve. They don't deserve it because they don't even respect themselves. They are shameless people. But let's do this. So this is the Longmouth in the UK talking. He's #1 blogger. That's what I like calling her. That will never say the truth in her life, not even for once, and has zero common sense. He was told that his stupidity brought the mad woman inside the house, and he thinks he can come swap it with Lolo. I'm a big fish, Justin Lee. Remember, this woman did several videos where she was calling Korra out. You see how miserable and how senseless these people can be. This woman did several videos talking about how Korra doesn't take care of the children, Korra doesn't this, Korra doesn't that. But listen to what this same woman will say in this video about the same man that she's been supporting all these years and still is supporting. Very big fish with documentation. I'm not you. If I beat you, you forget what you said tomorrow. Can you imagine? Who goes to befriend someone and all you're doing is documenting all your conversations, what you people chatted on this day, what you said, what the other person didn't say, you're screenshotting, you're screen grabbing, you're screen recording, you're saving voice notes. Yeah, like, what kind of friendship is that? That's not a friendship. That's not a friendship. You are just going in there to see what you can benefit, what you can gain from that relationship. from that friendship. This is another one. Married woman over there in the UK, inserting herself so deep, has children to take care of. Look at the type of prayers that people are praying for this woman's son that just turned 18. And I was just shaking my head and I was just saying, people, please, this woman is a very bad woman. But at the end of the day, her children are innocent. Even though this idiot cannot see that Korah's children are innocent. Don't let someone make you a bad person. And I see a lot of people are so angry, so upset to the level now that her son just turned 18 and the prayers people are wishing him that nothing should succeed in his life. Like, how do people go into other people's business up until this level where somebody will be playing or people will be praying, wishing evil on your own child? And that boy, to the best of my knowledge, probably does not concern himself with what his mother does online. But because she's such a mean and evil soul, people are transferring curses to her child. Everybody needs to be careful in this life.
Justin, if I beat you, you will forget what you will say tomorrow. It will take you 1 week to recover from the beating I give you today to know what you will say to me the day after. You cannot come and use
who
me
wants
to cover
beat
your
person?
stupidity.
You did beat him when he called you a scam.
People on this my page, they will.
So she finally said he failed. But all these years, this woman kept blaming the ex-wife. How the ex-wife is a terrible mother. There is nothing this lady did not say about care. Patience pays a lot. In 2024, from late 2023 to 2024, one thing you will consistently hear from the mouth of these JD's besties is that he failed as a father. There are things he should have done, he didn't do, even though they are still supporting him. But when they are really angry and they are venting, that is when you will hear some little truths in between. Because they are now angry that he's doing to them. They thought they were all special. I don't know why these ones that have husbands were giving so much attention to JD. I wonder what, if you give so much attention to JD, when is the time that you have to create content? Take your do whatever you do. If you go to work or you have a business of your own at home, if you work from home, whatever the case may be, when do you have the time to do that? When do you have the time to cook? When do you have the time to go for shopping? When do you have the time to attend to your children? And when do you also have the time to spend with your own partner? If you're going to spend all this time with a total stranger, tell me now, what is this woman with a grown child that just turned 18 now this month and other younger ones that she has with a husband living there together, spending so much time online defending JD. Now all of a sudden you know that he failed as a father after you have finished heaping curses on yourself because your stupidity still continues till this day as we speak. You will see the truth, you will not say it. Korra won her case. All of you pretended you didn't see. One case against Zoe, you pretended you didn't see. But here you are calling JD out and also calling Crystal out. But you people blamed and poked at Korra for all these years. The fire never begin to burn on Afonyash.
Heartbroken for your children. Everybody come close to you after the fact that they were bashing you because of the safety of your children. That's why many people were here. And for us to hear, even though I'm not even in any part of the supporting whatever, to hear that you brought in a mad woman to abuse your children, and you think this route is where you will take to escape it. You are joking. You want to come and use me to cover up the fact that your children were abused by Zoe, by Crystal. Your children were seriously abused. Zoe abused your children. She pushed that child to sit on the potty. She recorded your daughter when she was crying. She took away your daughter's tablet. Yes, she recorded your house that you are a dirty pig. your refrigerator with the bacteria-filled food that those children eat in your house and get sick in their mother's house. Zoe record everything out. Instead for
Can
you
you
to
people
look that
hear what
direction,
this
you want to
woman
come
is
and
saying?
use me to cover. Are you looking for the road to 6 feet? You know, you told me that you were looking for a place to end yourself. You want me to talk to you so that it will be quick. Is that what you are looking for? If that is what you are looking for, put it outside in capital letter. Let me hear it properly. You think you can come?
Did you people hear what this woman said? All of these things were going on, and they all knew about it. And all of these women, they even know more things that the general public is not aware of. Sorry for the noise you're hearing. Trying to eat some, trying to snack. Have some snack as we're gisting. These women knew about all of these things that were going on, but they did not dare to speak the truth because, of course, they were benefiting something from bashing the mother of those children. They were gaining followers, they were making money, they were growing on Facebook. And this woman think that just because she had the name at the forefront of this evil doing is Crystal, it makes the rest of them look good, that they will come out and start exposing Crystal. What did you people do? She shoved the little baby to sit down. She did this, she did that you're mentioning. Did you ever think that you should have come out to speak about it? I don't even think any one of them was even bold enough to tell JD in private that these videos are disturbing and you should get that woman out of your home. But this is the same woman that came out and said, Crystal not only visited JD once, she went there twice. So you knew. And you think you running insult on him makes you different from him. You're the same.
Your stupidity. You failed as a father. People on this my page, they were crying, heartbroken for your children. Everybody come close to you after the fact that they were bashing you because of the safety of your children. That's why many people were here. And for us to hear, even though
you notice how all of them will go with the same storyline. We came close to you, we felt sorry for you because they were bashing you. Who was bashing who among the two people, Korra and JD? Who was bashing who? JD was the one running from blogs to blogs. JD was the one that came out defaming his ex-wife. Oh, Hakwekus is named after this. Oh, she slept with Don Jazz, she slept with the band, she slept with all the celebrities in Nigeria. So when is the time that this man was being dragged that made you to feel sorry, made all of you lonely women and brainless women to feel sorry for him and defend him? I was watching one of their ex-member. I think she has, because that one now speaks against him too on YouTube, because YouTube suggested her videos. I said, let me just go in and see what she's saying a little bit. And she was playing a video where JD was crying and talking, where you could see that those tears were fake. He was trying his best to force, and the lady said, this is the video that he used to deceive us. This is the video that made most of us to, start feeling for him. Seeing a man cry and this, we thought he was innocent. In my mind, if you're that foolish to see that particular video you're playing, that I'm watching also with you as you're playing it now, and when he released that video, we all saw that video, and that was what convinced you, then it means you don't have sense, because it showed that he was a fake person. That cry was a fake cry. So these people will try to make excuse, but they don't know that people can see through their nonsense. One by one, judgment will visit all of you, and you will say what Korra did to you people, that made you people to actually give her this level of hate and wickedness that you people vested on her. All of you, one by one, you will expose yourselves by yourselves, you will implicate yourselves by yourselves. In fact, we will all be here We will all be here to see it happen.
Even in many parts of supporting whatever, to hear that you brought in a mad woman to abuse your children, and you think this route is where you will take to escape it. You are joking. You want to come and use me to cover up the fact that your children were abused by Zoe, by Crystal. Your children were seriously abused. Zoe abused your children. She pushed that child to sit on the potty.
When you saw her push the child, what did you do as a person? What did you do as a mother? This is a woman that just celebrated her child. Was it yesterday or the first day? She posted the photo of her grown son that turned 18. And she has other children too. You saw a total stranger push down a 2 years old and a 4 years old child. What did you do as a mother? Nothing. All of you kept quiet. You knew that there's no way Korra would have known about those things. All of you kept mute. If not until that one person came and exposed this thing to that blog and the blogger sent it to Korra, those children would have still been in that hot mess. Because this woman, because she's jobless, Krista would have still been going from Pennsylvania to California, from Pennsylvania to California.
Record your daughter when she was crying. She took away your daughter's tablet. Yes.
Can you imagine? A total stranger coming to punish somebody's child in the person's home. That man, that's why when you look at all these things, you will really understand with people that are saying Korra should have gotten full custody of the children. But we know that that's one thing she does not want, and we respect that. But when you hear certain things, it is better that he doesn't have custody of those children until they are grown, where they can actually take their car, drive to go visit their dad. And if you start any nonsense, they will not tolerate it, they can just leave. But for now, no. Because that man only cares about himself. If he said, it baffles me how this woman can speak from two mouths. Exactly. She once said that the video wasn't bad at all, and now she is saying it was abused. Because Korra has won in court now, they want to sound like they support children. They're not sounding that they support Korra, it's that they support children. They stand for children. They don't want to see children being abused, being used, or whatnot. But they all kept quiet. They all were okay with that woman treating Korra's children the way the woman was treating. And remember that the videos we saw, like what she's saying here, is not what everybody has seen, is what they have seen. Because they have these videos in circulation amongst themselves. This one, the same person that they were sending photos and things to, and she was doing subscribers only content on Facebook to show that the children are okay, the children are this, the children are that. The children were being treated badly, but you were doing subscribers only live stream to bring evidence to show to people that the children were okay. Today you have mouth to talk from the other side of your mouth, exactly the way Ife said it. Ife said, they're recommending some videos. I just can't watch it as it's all negative things. Can't stand lies and bad vibes. Can't watch their videos as it makes me really sad. It is terrible. The way these people behave, it's unbelievable.
Outside, you are a dirty pig. Your refrigerator with the bacteria-filled food that those children eat in your house and get sick in their mother's house. So we record everything out. Instead for you to look that direction, you want to.
These are the same people that said that the father treats these children better. That when the children are with their father, they are the happiest. Fast forward now, look at the type of videos they are making. Look how they're exposing themselves. They don't remember what they've said in their previous live streams and videos. Now the truth is finally coming out slowly from all of their mouths.
Use me to cover. Are you looking for 6 to 6 feet? You know, you told me that you were looking for a place to end yourself. You want me to talk.
This is the second person that is confirming that this man will threaten them, and they're too senseless not to understand that this man was just manipulating them, threatening them that he's going to buy himself. He was going to unalive himself. He's looking for a way to unalive himself. You call yourself a doctor, you're looking for a way to unalive. People that really want to unalive this, they don't talk about it. But whenever that man wants something from these senseless women and he knows that they are senseless, he will now go and threaten them with that. And they all fell for it.
So that it will be good. Is that what you are looking for? If that is what you are looking for, put it outside in capital letter. Let me hear it properly. You're very stupid. You think you can come use me to cover your shame and disgrace? No, no, it's a scammer. Please, before I finish this video, make sure the money I send to your account from the scamming process, that you put it back to my PayPal. You have my PayPal. Do you understand? If not, you will be the criminal. And got reputable Americans that will.
You see wicked people. This is how you know wicked people. All over the world, we have homeless people, some people that were down on their luck, not as if they are not. I'm not even talking about people that purposely put themselves in that situation. There are people that are down on their luck that need help. You were collecting donations to give to JD that had a job.
Report you for stealing. If they add that to your record, I know you will love it, right? I have reputable ones, not mental patients that follow you, that will report you with evidence. Make sure you return the money. Do you get me? The money you collected from the scamming business, if you call me a scammer, make sure you return the money. Return the money. Because you cannot call somebody a scammer and be eating from the scamming money. That means you are the biggest scammer, Justin. You roll into my inbox. I did not come to you. I don't even know you. I put out the evidence. You came into my inbox and even dropped your number. And when you came, I was like very, very strict. And I was like, no, I need to see your face on camera to make sure you are not a scammer and you are not a thief. And I did. So you are coming to say, Lola want to be your friend. Like, in which way? Let us play what he said.
Oh my God. Blogger of the year.
You understand?
Blogger of the year.
This woman has criminal record all over the place. You didn't call.
Blogger of the year. So this man slid into your DM, dropping his number, contacting you, telling you what to go on your own life. I'm gonna have my YouTube channel, in fact, and somebody will come and tell me what to say. And then I will go and say it because you told me. Then you're not a content creator. You're not ready to do gist or report the news or whatever. Somebody cannot come and give you one-sided story and you ran with it till 2024. You're still bashing Korra and her family, calling Korra's father by his name, disrespecting him. Every single minute you're disrespecting, all because JD slid into your DM and gave you his number and told you what to say and do, so you people can make money from Facebook and share the money. Well, I think you made the money and you went and bought the house. He was thinking you would stupidly give him all the money because he had a good wife that allowed him to control their account. Do you know that you're Agbero? You're a very cunning person yourself, like him. So he wasn't able to, manipulate you in that aspect when it comes to money, because you took all the money and went and made your own life better. Now you have mouth. When you look at the people that insult Korra, you will just shake your head. You will just shake your head. The people that wants to tell her how to dress, how to this, how to carry herself, what to do, what not to do, are people that do not have level. They don't have anything. It's really weird.
Criminal. Zoe that was collecting money from people out to come and feed your children, according to what we are hearing. You didn't call her a scammer. You will leave what you're supposed to say. You come and be saying so. He has always been like that. You ask him A, you'll be saying B. You ask him B, you'll be saying C. Let me play what happened this evening before I let you all say what you want to say.
I think this is.
I was in my house this evening when this video fell in here and said, Lolo, see what Justin said. I was like, for what? Where did that come from?
Anyway, so this is where the video, the blogger clipped it because I think this is the relevant part that the blogger wanted to share. And the reason why most of these things are being posted is because people need to remember the things that these people have said, because even then they don't remember themselves. And the fact that this thing is around the corner, the 19th is around the corner. JD has been quiet, except that one post he did. And anything that can be used for this case, that will help this case, should be reshared. It should be reshared. So it's easily accessible by Korra's lawyers. So they will be collecting their own. This is their turn to collect. The way JD and his camp members, they've been collecting, filing, espate. JD was the one that ran to go and file this because in his mind, I'm going to cash out. I will cash out. And now these people will try their best to twist everything around. But we will see. We shall see. Is it not this place we are all in? We're here. We shall see. It is well. It is for sure well. We will sit patiently and we will wait. And we will wait for that day to come. So we will see what the outcome of the case is going to be. I'm trying to find something. Oh, there's just so much. So much. Hold on for me. So I'm laughing because a blogger just posted this 3 hours ago, said breaking news. The fact that you see this life, and be careful what you do, because the same spoon you're using, they will dish it back to you. Seriously. Welcome, MTA. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us, Queen. She said someone needs to create a petition for Facebook ban or remove the toxic women's pages. Facebook, it's only them that knows how they are doing their stuff. Because trust me, half of the things that those people have said, if it's placed like YouTube, she can strike. You mentioned Korra's name, but I think Korra doesn't know so much about YouTube, because I was watching her last video. Well, not her last. Korra is streaming all the time. I think she did that video yesterday or the day before. But I think I saw it yesterday. I just watched a little bit because I didn't have the time, so I left. But I saw it on YouTube. I don't know what somebody was asking her to do, and she could not figure it out. And she was talking about how Facebook pays more, and there's opportunity on YouTube. You just have to know how to use it. And I think people that Korra listens to should kind of, because Korra is not paying attention to her YouTube as much as she pays to her Facebook. If it was YouTube, these people are calling your name. They are doing all of this, insulting at them. YouTube, if you receive 3 strikes, your channel is down. You're not getting that channel back. And if you've gone through the stress of building a channel, whether to 100 subscribers, to get 100 people subscribed to your channel, to get 100 people following you, it's not easy. It doesn't come easily. And then you will not get to that level where you will be doing your live stream. You have 5 people, 10 people, 20 people watching you. It is not easy. So if these women think they want to take it lightly, she is able to strike. She can strike. Some of them will download her videos, re-upload it on their channel, use it to bash her. All of those are opportunity for her to strike. But I don't know how Facebook makes their own thing that they allow these women to use the worst of words. Like YouTube, you have to watch your mouth. Like that video that Frida did, that the one we're discussing today, where she was saying, "Did you put in her ears?" Most of those things she said on that video, if she would repeat those things on YouTube, they would just flag your video, sensitive content. They won't even be suggesting it. By the time you see the view on that video, you will be disappointed. You will not come. But Facebook promotes those type of things more, and they get more views, and they continue coming with more worse video than what they did prior. And it's really terrible. It's terrible. Our barrister is in the building. Welcome, welcome, Oyoyo's World. Thank you so very much for joining us this evening. We're discussing the upcoming case of Korra and JD, and we're talking about one of his witnesses, you know, the what's her name, Frida, the Miss Brief from Minnesota, the brief one that based in Minnesota. We're talking about how that woman has defamed Korra and her family members for all these years, and how is she going to go to court now on the 19th to testify as a witness for JD, stating that Korra sent people to destroy JD's business, her business, the other restaurateur, and I don't know what those other ones that JD was alleging, what those people did. No, is that that old video she did? So the question now is that video where she alleged that Korra had that orgy with 6 men, multiple, not threesome, but it's six-some, because she said it was what, 5 men plus her or something like that, or 6 men plus Korra. And she was asking, did you put in the ear that JD was sitting down behind her? So people are resharing that video, and some of the things that she has said, some of the mean things that she has said about Korra. And now that is the person that JD included among the 5 names as his witness alongside his mother in his upcoming hearing, the case. So I'm like, how did Frida think that that was a good idea, that she was going to go to court and testify for JD after she has finished defaming Korra, and she did not present any evidence to show that it was Korra did those things that she was alleging? But you know that one thing that both of them they've been doing is act like they don't want to speak. She's just posting videos about her doing this, being here, being there, and stuffs like that. But we know that her name is in the witness list, and she will most definitely be going to court come next week or the following week, to testify. So how is she going to do that? So this blogger posted, yeah, so that's what we were discussing for about 1 hour. Now it's like 1 hour 43 minutes we've been here. So it seemed like JD's numbers are still going down, because the blogger just posted here, said breaking news. I love the dramaticness of the way some of these bloggers will post. Said breaking news. This is from King Esther. I love saying that, because when somebody puts in the work to get something, it's good you give them the shout out, give them their flowers. What I'm reading now is from King Esther's page. King Esther said, breaking news, Mr. Korra has lost another 1K followers, 908K now. And King Esther continued and said, I saw one of his top supporters calling him out. Really? Top supporter? Wow. That's one of his top supporter calling him out the day Korra got judgment. She said she commented on his post and asked if what Zoe did was true. But instead of answering, The question, he blocked her. What makes you think JD is going to answer that question when we're hearing that there is an investigation going on? He has already implicated himself in so many ways, so there's no way he will be answering that question. He said he blocked her. Is that correct? Ah, that man. Let's quickly pass by his own page too. Let's see, has he posted any? But I don't think JD will be saying anything until the case between him and Korra is heard. That's when he's going to say something. Let's see, JD. Uh, mm, okay. So, okay, so since that his 2 days ago message, he has not posted anything else, and one can understand because I believe right now he is really worried. He doesn't know how things are going to turn out because it's going from bad to worse for him because this man never listens. Okay, so the video, I think I don't know if I gave shout out to the video that we were listening to, where JD's favorite blogger was talking, was from Real Gist Arena. So shout out to Real Gist Arena that shared that video of JD's favorite blogger that pretend that she tells the truth, but has never told truth once in her life. Truth is really far from that woman. Really, 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 really far from that woman. Look at her last post. She's laughing. You know, she comes out and she gives JD woto woto, and then she goes back and she's laughing at Kay, laughing that party, buy me a coffee party gone wrong. I don't know why this woman loves to celebrate when somebody is going through something. It is just weird, really. This JD and his supporters, I don't know, like it's almost like they have some type of mental issue. All of them, all of them, like they have something going on with them, and it's weird. It is really really strange. But let us wait and see what is going to happen. I wanted us to come in here and just talk about the fact that JD will work with people that he knows hate his ex-wife. We saw it in the case of Zoe. Now the second case that is coming up, we have seen the same thing happening. We've seen exactly the same thing happening, which people that he has as testifiers or witnesses for him, his witnesses, that people that will go testify for him, are people that have done the worst things to his ex-wife. Those are the people that he listed, and he thinks that people cannot see through what is going on. That those people can go to court and not be biased in whatever they are testifying to. That's what this man thinks. But we will wait and see how that case will turn out. For me, I know that that man, all his eyes is actually on the money. You know, he's thinking, oh, I'm going to win my case and I'm going to get money. Hmm. I just saw something here. Okay, we talk because I told you people how people are praying bad prayers for this woman's this child. And here is a post where somebody said, "You see how happy you are celebrating your child," and they are talking to JD's number one blogger. Said, "You see how happy you are celebrating your child, and you are bent on destroying someone else's daughter. May he come across someone as evil like you online that will never give him chance to enjoy his life. Anyway, happy birthday to him." Can you imagine? And the person even ended that this prayer that the person gave to the boy. And I just, you see how some parents will do things and they will now, it's their children that will go and suffer, face the punishment for what the parents did. If you see the kind of prayers they are praying for this Madam Longmouth's 18 years old child, you will feel sorry for the boy. Seriously. you will feel sorry for the boy. Because at the end of the day, he did not ask his mother to do this nonsense. But now, because this woman was so mean to Korra, didn't care about Korra's children, people also don't feel sorry for, you know, her or her son. And they just keep bombarding her with these type of comments. Ah, it's just weird. Let me see. This other comment says what? Let me see. Mm. This one's a hypothetical woman like you enjoying your son's birthday by showing him up on social media, and that's fine. But why you? What's the person? But why you? But don't drag and oh, I'm not sure what the person is trying to. And lambasted another woman because of a couple of dollars for trying to show her love for her kids on their birthday. You are a wicked and God is going to judge you. So people are really giving Lolo woto. Since she posted her son on his birthday, you know. So let me see, is there another one here? And he said, look what this person wrote. This person said, and he will suffer what you are doing to Korah. I pity his future with the enemies you are creating for him, all because of money. He will soon be visited. The kind of prayers that people are praying for this woman's child since she posted him on his birthday, it is weird. You see why whatever you do, you have to really think about it. This woman coming out to even talk on that video to say, oh, this one pushed the children, did that, Crystal abused the children. You knew about it. You did not do anything, and you have just admitted from the kind of things. And this is the second video I'm seeing of Lolo admitting to knowing, because when the other video came out and they said Crystal was the nanny, she went there and she came out. Lolo came out and said, people are saying Crystal went there. That Crystal just did not go there, but Crystal went there twice. And one of the times, according to Lolo, she was alleging that one of the times that Crystal went there, JD went out to drink. That's what they said. That's what this woman said. So you knew that those children were pushed and shoved and done all of those things too. But you were still supporting their father. None of you called him out. None of you told him to stop. You people allowed Crystal to go back the second time. And that's why Crystal was so emboldened by the action of the support from all the private groups they had and JD. That's why when Cora would say, stay away from my children, not even knowing that horrible things like that were happening, just because the woman didn't like her, she didn't see any reason why the woman should be close to her children. But no, this woman came out and she was bragging. But where was Lolo then to come out and make these statements that she's making now? No, because she and JD was cashing out. So she didn't want to ruin that. And that's terrible. So there's so many fake pages. Only God knows how many she keeps up. How she keeps up with it. It seems like they all have a lot of fake pages. Huh. See, they are all liars and they never cared for the kids. Those women are evil. Absolutely. Because imagine what this woman is saying in 2024. In her mind, she's dragging JD and she's dragging, what is the other one's name? She's dragging JD and she's dragging Crystal. Well, you've just exposed yourself that you saw on a video where this woman pushed Cora's child to sit down, forcing the child to sit. And also, you know, collecting the child's tablet from the child, and with a host of other things that you probably didn't mention. None of you thought you should report that. That woman kept showing you people, saying people to give gifts so they can get to see the children in the house playing or doing whatever. Filming the children in the bathtub and whatnot. You people were all donating gifts to him so you could see that. As if you didn't have children in your home, that you can go and put your children in the bathtub and look at them, if that's what turns you on. But you wanted to see somebody else's, and this is a child of somebody that none of you like. None of you raised the alarm. You don't know that that alone makes you guilty. Not even in the court of law or anything. In the eyes of we humans, that makes you guilty. Because you cannot see where a little child that is 2 and 4 years old are being treated like that by a total stranger that you know is not related to the parents in any way, shape, or form. And yet, none of you said anything. And when Korra started, you people were there talking, doing the most. Like Korra didn't have a case. You people kept calling Korra the bad parent. You people never for once turned to JD that you people were supporting and say JD was bad. Freda sat down, did those videos. JD was laughing. Now, 2024, she's a testifier for him. After all the things that she knows, she allowed him to put her name as somebody that will go and be a witness for him. In a case that once you look at that case, you just know that this is just another way to just extort the ex-wife. Because everything this man will tie it to money. Everything this man does is always tied to money. Everything the man does is tied to money. It is strange. So we'll keep our finger crossed and we will wait for the time when the case will be heard. And we will see what the outcome is going to be. We will see. I saw that list somewhere. I'm trying to find that list. The list of the court date. Because I think it was the 18th or the 18th or the 19th. I think 19th. But let me see if I can still find it as we're here. The case between JD and Kale. Really. Mm-hmm. Trying to see. Mm. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see. Which one is this one?
Platform when I'm doing nothing to contribute to the bullying and harassment.
he said he's doing nothing. I love this blogger. I love how they're digging up these deep videos. I'm just saying this one now as I'm talking to you people. I like to go to Facebook and just serve as I'm talking with you people. Okay, so the blogger Lady A has reshared the video that we're talking about. Okay, she just reshared it. So scrolling in her page, and let me see, she reshared it from. Okay, so I think she reshared it from King Esther. So King Esther shared it, I guess, and then Lady A, the blogger, also reshared it. So I'm going to play this. Let's listen together. East, you're welcome. So I agree. Take down these corrupt pages. Facebook, Facebook and their process is difficult. If it's YouTube, by the time you have multiple people go to Korra's live stream and tell her, strike, 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 she will be thinking, what is strike? And she will look into it because Korra creates content and I think she knows more about Facebook than YouTube, even from her recent videos saying, YouTube does not pay anything as much as Facebook pays. But we have likes of Mr. Beast and the rest of them. Do you know how much those people earn in a year? We have people earning over $100,000 and more from YouTube because most of their content go to YouTube before any other platform. So if you have the level of the amount of following that Korra has, there's so many things to do. There is so many things. For example, she can do her membership. I don't even know if she has membership on YouTube. Korra doesn't stream so much and pay much attention to YouTube. You can start streaming with other apps like StreamYard, StreamLab, and what's the other one called? There are so many platform, apps, sorry, that you can use to stream. And Korra can make it more fun on her YouTube, where, for example, if you're right now I'm streaming with StreamYard. If somebody tells me I have something to say, I can drop link. You can invite guests. You make it fun, interactive with your Koreans. It's not easy to build fan base, but I don't think Korra is taking advantage of that on YouTube. You create your membership. People will join your channel membership to support you. There are so many ways to cash out from YouTube. You do the ads for people. You get paid for it. Some people charge for community posts for them to share you to their community on YouTube. You pay them to share you. Do collaborations with other content creators. So many things you can do on YouTube. And you're going to earn, because it seemed like they are really witch hunting her. One of her recent live stream, I think from yesterday, she was talking about she's been banned on Facebook again. This is someone that just announced the good news. The next thing, she's banned for 3 days, I think she said. So there's always one thing from them taking down her videos of her children, and then she complained about her carnival videos too, are gone. If the witch hunting is too much on Facebook, focus on your YouTube and create more content there. Try to pull your Facebook. People care for you and they want to watch you, they enjoy your content. If the Facebook is stressing Cora too much, I would suggest she goes over to her YouTube and try to pull your 8 million followers from Facebook to YouTube, since Facebook will not appreciate that you're bringing people to spend time there. Take it somewhere else. That's something you can do, and that's going to help her, because it's really, really sad to see what is happening. But Facebook taking down those people's page, I feel like Facebook allows bullying more than YouTube. Because YouTube, in fact, saying the words alone, that's why sometimes, if you notice, even on live stream, if you drop a comment for me now and you use too many curse words, they will not show it on screen. I will see it and they will tell me that they've held your comment for review. And sometimes you try to approve it, they will not approve it. They will remove it. If you use certain words, they will remove it. You understand? So let's listen to this that was shared by the blog, because JD would really say something. The lady shared this, and this is what she captioned. She said, Justin, okay, I'm not going to say his full name. Said JD's words in public does not match his actions in private. There is so much going on behind the scene with the herd of women he recruited, with Miriam and Elle from the UK, to relentlessly harass Cora Obidi. They reportedly tried to destroy her brand and also terrorize her friends and business associates. She now fears for her safety and that's and that of her children. Let us get the hashtag going. And she wrote hashtag JD stop the smear campaign against Cora Obidi, and she contained multiple hashtags. And then she shared a video that was posted by this other blogger, King Esther. So I want us to listen to that video. Give me a second. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
Narrative that.
Hold on.
What kind of example am I setting my kids if I allow myself to be intimidated, bullied, and harassed off a public platform when I'm doing nothing to contribute to the bullying and harassment?
Isn't this strange that JD said he's doing nothing Nothing. Like this man thinks that when he says these things, his children will grow up and they will see these things and they will think this man is telling the truth. Listen.
Yeah, it was a threesome of happy people. Happy people.
This is the video that everybody is referencing now that is getting close to the date of that court case. And the video, you can see Frida sitting down wearing a blonde wig, black t-shirt, and behind her you can see JD's head smiling to all the nonsense that you will hear Frida say.
Good vibes. Yes. What about your little babies that be doing 6 songs?
Did you hear that? Did you all hear that? What about your leaking pekus? This she's referring to Korra Obiri. What about your leaking pekus that you're using to do 6 some and 7 some? All of these things she's saying, JD is sitting right behind it, right there with her. I don't like posting people's videos, or else I would have shared this also. But you can imagine, this is the mother of your children that this person is talking about. But yet, JD sat there. You just heard him few minutes before this woman started talking. And I love the way King Esther combined it. Took a video where he said he's not contributing to the bullying. Meanwhile, he has recruited these thousands of women that are bullying. While this one was doing this, Frida was doing this, Krista was on the other side doing her own, calling Korra, licking pekus, Korra this, Korra that, screenshotting Korra's private part and posting it. This one was calling Korra licking pekus also and claiming, alleging that Korra did 6 some and 7 some. Miriam Awolowo was on the other side too, insulting Korra and saying that she can get Korra's father to be unalived. Lolo was on the other side too, giving Korra woto how bad of a mother Korra is, how wicked Korra is. JD is such a good man. Korra took advantage. Korra this, Korra that, and many more of these women, all at the same time.
You forgot the video of her in Atlanta with 6 guys?
Did you hear? That you forgot the video in Atlanta with 6 guys. All of these things she's saying, she's not proving. She's not presenting any evidence to prove. And it's because Korra don't sue these people like this, Frida. When they finish suing Frida, Frida will be in the streets of Minnesota that is full of snow, and she will not have where to sleep. When they finish suing you, you will sell your house, that your car will resemble box and everything else. But this is the same person. This person that you hear her spitting this nonsense is the same person that is going to go to court on the 19th to testify on behalf of JD. But here, she and JD sat down and was defaming Korra.
Oh my God. Go back again and check. Who else do I gotta, oh. You have more snow in Benin.
So now he saw the stream that they can see him, and he immediately removed himself. It's just weird.
So yeah, basically, I'm moving on. I have moved on. I moved on a long time ago.
How many times have you heard moved on? He didn't move on.
I have remained silent.
All the times he was saying this, he was recruiting people.
Right now, I'm kind of pissed off because it's like they are organizing a mass group to report all my pages. Many of you guys will notice that my live videos are freezing up or the sound doesn't work. It's because they're mass reporting. They organize into groups.
Remember that as JD is saying all of these things, behind the scene, JD had these women that they had already separated themselves and given themselves different jobs to do. The group of the Facebook women that were only white women, their job was to make sure they deport Korra. Then you had the set that were responsible for calling the police back to back. Then you had the set that will bring in CPS. They were different people. You have Miriam Awolowo that was filing expert and and doing the most. You had Kim Baker that was paying for private investigator.
To every time I go live, you'll probably notice it now. They are coming on and reporting my page as encouraging people to harm themselves, sexually explicit content.
Can you imagine?
And it's simply it's a hate crime. I do not encourage any of you to harass anyone, and it's very sad that
This man knows why he comes out and says these things to distract people, so people will not know what he's doing on the ground. People will not know what this man is doing on the ground. And he worked for a long time because people really hated his ex-wife and tormented her. And most of them still do, even up till now, that she won her case on the 6th. And people said she's such a bad mother that she got a restraining order for just herself without her daughters. Even though the court documents clearly stated right there in black and white that it is for her and her 2 children. This man has brainwashed the people that are not smart to believe any nonsense.
I'm it's like, what about me treating people's back pain is so intimidating to all these people? I wish
him
my ex
treating
the
back pain.
best. I have
Lies.
since I left her. In fact, me leaving her doubled her following and quadrupled her income.
Really? So did you people? Oh God, this man is really full of himself. Him leaving her doubled her income and quadrupled her and this thing. Sorry, her income and her following. Are you serious? This man thinks he's really very important.
So I wish her the best. I wish her the best. Like, you need to just move on. Like, this narrative that's being put out that I'm trying to hurt her or anything else, it's just false, and it's meant to create mass hysteria. It's meant to encourage all of you to come harass me. It's not okay. I'm the father of 2 beautiful children, and I'm just trying to provide a happy, healthy living environment. You know, I'm not trying to tear anyone else down. I'm trying to lift others up. So, like, I'm going to continue to fight the good fight. I'm going to continue to try to post. I'm going to continue to help all of you.
He means fight the bad fight, not the good
educational
fight.
content related to your body, your mental health, your spiritual health, your physical health. But at this point, it's just like, come on, 2 years.
3 years now. He's saying the same thing. See, when he said this thing, he said 2 years. So 2 years ago, 1 year ago,
so
3
am
years
I
ago,
jealous? I'm not jealous.
He continues.
Something that toxic mindsets will understand is
the man is just the man is unbelievable. Really. And here we said a text message.
Unfortunately now, because of everything that's been done, it's very crabbed in the bucket.
Wait, hold on. There's something I want to say something.
That I'm somehow wishing for somebody else's demise or trying to tear someone down.
There's a text message that I want to screenshot if I can. Uh-oh. Did I press no? Hold on. Okay, so there's the text message here.
It is a narrative that is being put out.
Okay, so King Esther is putting text messages that prove that what he's saying is not what he's doing.
To harass you because it's very crab in the bucket mentality. It's like, can't have other people succeed.
Can you imagine?
I have never ever wished that ill fall upon her or anything else.
Somebody that said by himself that he's going to make sure that she ceases to exist or she's deported. He said he has never wished
I,
bad on her.
unfortunately now,
Lies.
because of everything that's been done,
Lies.
have a duty and obligation to myself and my children to protect myself from all this craziness. You know?
And all of this is his manipulative tactic to try to
So if
win
you guys
more
aren't listening,
haters.
there's lots of people being on here lots of people on here being like, oh, you're jealous of her, you haven't moved on, you're still in love. None of these things are true. None of these things are true. I am completely happy, content, being by myself and living life.
Have you ever been by yourself from being with the one that came on your live stream naked to being with Summer? Have you ever been by yourself? And you're surrounded by these women. Frida, Lolo, Miriam, Crystal, Kim Baker, and the list goes on. Miriam Awolo, all of them.
Extremely easy to mold into some very distasteful behavior. So this is me just being like, I'm done. Like, get off my page if you don't like me. I don't really care. Your opinion of me is not the opinion.
He goes and plots behind the back, causes all this harm, and then he comes later on to pretend. You sat there when your best friend, Freda, was running down your ex-wife, saying you forgot what happened in Atlanta. Oh, 6, 7 people died with you. You did this, you did. Did you turn around and tell her you don't do that? You don't say that because my kids will grow up and see that my friend is speaking ill of their mother. And I sat there and tolerated it. I sat there and I was smiling. You didn't say anything. You liked it. But on your live stream now, you're saying, I've never wished her ill. I've never wished her this. It's good that all these videos are being compiled the way it's being compiled and reshared and reshared and reshared. So people that started following this case in 2024 will be able to catch up and understand when they hear these names and see these faces, they will know that these people or these are the faces of evil. When you see JD and this is cohorts, you know that these are the faces of evildoers. And I hope that also the videos that Cora didn't see or know about, as people are resharing, she will be able to get her lawyers to get those videos. And if they need those in the future as evidence, because we know JD keeps going to court. We don't know how this one that is coming up on the 19th is going to turn out. But one thing we know is that JD keeps taking his ex-wife to court so she can lose all her money. Okay, so our barrister Yoyo in the building said those videos are what we call the internet does not forget. Exactly. Exactly. And if you go to their pages, you will not find these videos. You will not find it. If you go to Frida, Lola, the videos that they've said and done certain things, either they've privated it, they've deleted it, it's not there. That's why Zoe came out and yesterday, yes, it was yesterday she made that post. Says for how many months now she has made her channel about her dogs and her animals. But you forgot the one you did for 2.5 years because you deleted it. Does that mean it has gone away? Does that mean Cora didn't feel the hurt for those 2.5 years? They are all not smart enough to understand that the internet does not forget. Whatever you put out there will be there, and you cannot force these bloggers to take down their posts.
It's going to be 2 years in February.
They are bloggers.
2 years of harassment.
Can you imagine?
It's enough, okay? It's enough. Go support her. Go support
He said 2 years of
her. I
harassment.
do not condone anybody else harassing her.
This is the BS that he look. Can you imagine? He said he does not condone anybody harassing his ex-wife, but we've seen people harassing his ex-wife, posting bad things, and you will see him in the comment section commenting. And she also did this. Like if you say something bad that JD had put out there, and you miss some part, he comes and corrects you and complete the part that you did not add in your report. He was jumping from blogs to blogs to blog. tarnishing the image of his ex-wife. Now he's saying he doesn't wish her bad.
That is not what that's not what I'm about. Okay? I'm not. Like, that's just not my personality.
The fact that you want to prove that you're not like that.
It was a threesome of happy people having good vibes. Yeah.
This King Esther, I like Wahala. You see how King Esther edited this video? He put the part where JD is contradicting himself, and then he brings the post from Frida, that is the testifier, and post it there. And JD was sitting right there with Frida when Frida was making all the statements.
Yeah, what about your little baby that be doing 7 songs?
Can you imagine?
You forgot the video of her in Atlanta with 6 guys? Oh my God! Did you forget that? Go back again and check. Who else do I got?
Can you imagine?
Oh,
can you imagine?
You have more snow in Benin.
I'm a very positive. I'm an optimist. I'm a manifester.
Oh,
this
yeah,
life
you
that we
manifest
have,
evil.
I manifested it through hard work, desire, and belief in my ability to
hard work.
change
you that
my
don't love you don't like to work.
destiny, and I will continue to do so. I will create intergenerational wealth for my children. My little girls will never have to rely on a man.
The same little girls that you did not defend when the time came.
I've been putting out provocative, negative posts to provoke these people that just cannot see reality. If you can't see reality, that people are creating drama strictly to manipulate,
you are creating drama, JD.
Then you're not smart.
You just said it. You're not smart.
This is all reality TV.
You are not smart, JD.
Okay?
To you is reality TV.
I live my life as my authentic self. Okay? All you Nigerians on here thinking that you're doing good work by doing your general's bidding, you're just hurting everyone. Because
all you Nigerians
here. Go?
Where are the Nigerians in the building? The way JD would just say this thing, you would think he's a very important person in the society there where he's from. You really think that this man is so relevant. All you Nigerians doing the biddings of your... Can you imagine? The same way that Zoe too came out and said, was giving a Gbasgbos, calling Nigeria a slum and this and that. The one that they said lives in a trailer park. The one who no get house. An American with no house. But we have Nigerians that are in the US and they've bought several homes and they are excelling in business. But you are an American. You've not been able to build even a box that you call your own.
What do you think the end result of this is going to be? It's not going to be good for anyone. So, I mean, I've been following the rules. I have been honoring our agreement. And I'm tired of...
Oh, you're so correct. This man is just... He thinks he's a good example
absolutely
to say these things.
I moved to LA for another...
He said he's absolute fantastic husband. So when we look for fantastic husbands, this one too will come out and want to be called a fantastic husband. This man wants to refer to himself as fantastic. There was nothing fantastic about this one when he was with his ex.
Person's dream. You know how hard it is to make a living off of music? You know how hard it is to actually crack into that space? Statistically, you're more likely to be drafted into the NBA as a basketball player. 2 years of harassment, 2 years of slander, 2 years of lying.
All of what he was the one orchestrating.
I told the truth because I emotionally broke down.
He's trying to blame somebody else.
I had had enough. I just had to break down.
Yeah, he said he had to break down. This is the one with several thousands of women, or the hundreds of women in different groups.
Don't pity me.
Oh,
Don't send me stars. Don't follow me.
mm.
I don't need it.
That is what he wants.
I did. And I apologized to him about it. I did what I had to do. You know, I'm human. Humans break down emotionally sometimes, especially when you're hurt, you're betrayed.
That's what JD tells them now.
So
Efe,
you know,
Efe, are you surprised? If Efe, you know why this nonsense they say don't bother me? Everywhere in this world have their own issues. So somebody like JD that is carrying this type of storyline, or all those other people that are not Nigerians that are carrying storyline, all you need to do is ask the name of the country they are from, and in less than 5 minutes you will list the billions of things that are wrong with them. So don't even bother yourself. Let that whoever that Mumu blogger is that thinks that the person wants to associate scamming to Nigeria. Who are the people that started scamming first? Who are the people that went and took gold and gave people mirror? Who are the people that stole other people's golds and are still stealing? So once you know what history says, who started stealing from other people first? Which people went to Africa uninvited? Uh-huh. So these people will talk like people that don't have sense, and that's what they are. Do you understand? But that's what JD is trying to do, play the race game, and he succeeded. Because when he started with this bashing, oh, Nigerians, 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 this, people, the gullible ones, started seeing it as, oh, it seemed like they're fighting against our own person. That's why they had that group where it was only Muzungus, it was only Oyimbos, it was only people that looked like JD, Crystal, and Kim that were on that group, because to them they were fighting against people that looks like Korra and people that come from Korra's continent, or people that looks like Korra that are from other places like the Caribbeans and named, because that's what he wanted to achieve. This man wanted somebody to be angry enough to buy his ex-wife. So he will sit there. He won't be the one to go to jail, but he wanted to use his words to achieve that. And we've seen several cases where people will say things, and the next thing people will be charged enough to go and fight. The same way that Trump was screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming, the next thing all those white people charged up and went and broke down their Capitol building and did their BS they did there. So one person can actually sit in their home, put out all these type of things to get people charged up to go and commit havoc. And that's exactly what JD did. But he will pretend that he is the good one. But now slowly he's being exposed.
Everyone move on.
Caroline Boyce, you're welcome. All of the other people were giving Korra to take it and run to court with it against Korra in an RO. When his girls get old enough, they will hate him for how he treated their mother. No, he thinks that all these things he's doing, that he will delete the videos and some other people will not. People have already reshared these videos. So his children will grow up, and you're right, they will see all of these things and they will be able to watch all of their mother's videos, all of their father's videos, and see who among the two of them was actually instigating strangers to go against the other one. They will see it by themselves. Nobody needs to tell them anything. Once they are 18 and above, they will see it.
For money?
Because they will know.
It's that.
Angeli said, what a drama king, exactly. He took a page of DJT's book.
Build a positive, protective future for myself and my children. And that's it. So
Hey, Phil.
that's it.
Oh. Him that he's talking, is he also not a scammer? Has he not been scamming people right from time? And now with the obvious ones that he was telling people to buy him coffee, send money to PayPal, did he use it to do any of those things that he said he was going to use it for? He did not. So what does that tell you? He is the scammer. No wonder he thinks his ex-wife and people from his ex-wife's country are scammers, because that's what he is. Till now, we're not seeing lawyer or attorney that is supposed to be working with JD, but he's been collecting buy me a coffee. The same way that Zoe too went and bought a couch.
If you guys can't see the financial incentives to trash other people on the internet, you're not paying attention to what I'm saying. It's making millions of dollars for what you frauds. And then there'll be millions of dollars lost in the defamation lawsuit. How is that helping anyone? How is it helping my kids? How's it helping anyone?
You know why these people do these things they do? Caroline Boyce said, Efe, that blogger needs suing. She is so hateful of Cora and Nancy. Are you surprised, Caroline? Are you surprised? You know, because when you look at the ones that started before these ones that you see now, they've done a lot. And because Cora did not sue them for defamation, sue those ones that started, the likes of Lolo and the rest. Now it is getting even worse that more are coming out and they're doing the most. But every day for the thief, one day for the owner. A lot of people, including JD, did not see this one coming, that Cora would take Crystal to court because of her children. So now those ones that are busy calling Cora's father pedo, 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 maybe Cora will not sue, but Cora is not the only child the man has. The day one of them sits up and gets angry and decide to take one of them to court and make sure that person pays through their teeth, the rest of them will back off. But they are doing it because they feel nothing is going to happen to them. Cora will never take them to court because Cora is busy trying to get off of the wahala her ex is bringing.
And harassing other people based on just.
And his own is to his own is to
somebody that has
tell people that they are going against him. He said nobody is innocent in a divorce.
Takes two to tango. The toxic relationship takes two people, and that's what I learned from this situation. It becomes toxic.
It's so funny that he said a toxic relationship takes two people. But even with this comment, you don't see the people supporting him really going for him, saying that means you too, you did something. If you're saying your ex-wife did this to you, that means you too, you did that to her. It is just sad. The reputable chiropractor patients will not see one day. Office will not see chiropractic. Chiropractic. This man boy act like a woman. Just imagine what KO endured in the hands of JD. This one, he act like a cow, not even a woman.
At least one person allows their boundaries to be violated on a repeated basis, and then it becomes toxic. That's something I had to learn the hard way. So, it's something I will never make the mistake of again. Because I will not let my boundaries with disrespect continue to be perpetuated.
Yeah, look at how he's putting the story.
Am I crying?
And people cannot see that he's lying.
I'm telling the truth.
When you want to tell certain stories, you cannot be distracted. All of these things he's talking, he's playing with his beards, pulling his beards, but you just know that he's uncomfortable because he knows he's lying. Somebody that really wants to come out and tell their story, you will be shocked. Okay, so there's this video I came across on YouTube. It was 1 hour, I think 1 or 2 hours, not one, I think it's about 2 hours plus long. And it was an interview where a woman was interviewing another woman. And this woman said she was married to a Caucasian, but an old one, an old man. And the man already had children. So he told her he didn't want any more children. She was still very young, whether in her 20s or maybe 20 years, maybe 19, I don't know what. And she said she too, she doesn't mind. Do you know that somewhere along the line, they tampered with this woman? Like this, in fact, if you listen to that, this goosebumps will be all over your body. Till today, that woman does not have children because the man felt the need to go and sign this woman in for a surgery that she didn't need, just so he can manipulate things so she will never ever get pregnant. And when she was leaving, he was telling her she's what. If you see that interview, I was looking at that interview, I'm like, oh my goodness. So some of these people are really wicked. Really. Some people are really wicked. So this JD, with all this is nonsense he's talking about here.
You know, when flying gnats around here, flying monkeys, they're just perpetuating lies. That's the kind of mentality and the lack of ignorance and lack of intelligence that gives us corrupt politicians. Anyone out there says I'm trying to tear someone down, talk crap about someone, that's all lies. It's all lies. I have been peacefully co-parenting.
He said he has been peacefully co-parenting. The one that got people to kept calling police for his ex-wife. Oh, she's going to run away with the children. She's going to do this. She's going to do that. Took the child to the hospital to check. This man has done so many things, and he sits comfortably here telling us that he's been peacefully co-parenting, because this man does not know the full definition of peacefully co-parenting. Because if you know it, you will know that what this man is doing is far from peaceful co-parenting. Seriously.
The judge did not see it that way. In fact, I was able to prove.
Can you imagine? Lies. Another lies again. This back a lie. This back and yeah, and then he drinks. When he lies, he tries to remember what he will say next.
So, those of you here who want to support me, my business is down. Subscribe to my page.
Can you imagine that his business is down? You see?
You know?
Did you see?
All this lies perpetuated by me has to affect my life.
You see?
It has. It has. And I'm going to have to respond accordingly.
Cynthia Holder, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today, Queen.
I allow myself to be intimidated, bullied, and harassed on a public platform when I'm doing nothing to contribute to the bullying.
You see how this man slowly, on his live streams, on his videos, he would talk about how, oh, my business is down. Support me if you want. My business. And now, finally, he wants money from his ex-wife because he will always blame her for everything. Everything. He will blame her.
And harassment. This is an interesting comment. You like how after you when you're not doing the right thing, but you try to speak bad about her always. No, I don't. Actually, no, I don't. I am doing the right thing. You poor suckers. Just go and support her.
Can you imagine? When they tell him the truth, he calls them, he calls the people poor suckers.
It's all about money. Money is the root of all evil, and this is a prime example. I'm not here claiming to be a saint. I'm not here claiming
because she didn't allow you to control her money.
I am saying that this is a disgusting way to get money.
Can you imagine?
So, you guys think I'm out there talking trash and everything else, and defaming and lying? It's just not true. And you can't prove it because it's not there. So it's just people perpetuating.
Did he just say, if people think he's defaming and talking trash or what, they cannot prove it? Now his own people are confessing. They are presenting evidences. Yeah. They are presenting evidences of what he has done. Yet he is the one saying that people can't prove anything. This man is just unbelievable.
Lies, lies, lies. I was a great father, a great husband.
He said he was a great father
and a great husband. Are doing it for money and sympathy and stars. Poor me, poor me. Send me money. He's begging.
Can you imagine?
You guys are all.
He's begging.
People are gullible.
He said he's begging. So when he put his own GoFundMe cash app and said people should support him, that is not begging. It was only when his ex-wife asked for stars and people send her stars, that one is begging. But when he begs for stars or support me, my business is down from the way he said it. That is not begging, eh?
People are gullible. Poor people do not fly to random cities every single week. Poor people just don't do that. Unless they're being prostitutes. Maybe
You see?
maybe that's how it's occurring. But you don't just fly.
He said he doesn't talk bad about her. Did he just say poor people don't fly to different cities except they're being what? Did you hear what he said? But yet he said there's nobody can prove that he's been saying any bad thing or trying to defame her. Hello.
Cities all over the country.
Hello.
If you're poor. Just saying. Don't you like it? So, in conclusion, my phone's dying and I'm going to go play with my kids until I have patience later. I don't care what you guys think of me. If you guys don't like me because you believe the words spoken by a human who makes a lot of money speaking those words, way more money when they tell the truth. Telling the truth is not profitable, it's not popular, and it's not sexy. Lying is. It's profitable, it's sexy,
Absolutely.
and it keeps people engaged. Anyways, let me get off here and go be the fantastic father that I am. Putting my kids' needs at my own and making sure that they're taken care of.
All right, so so this man kept running his mouth, saying all of these things, you know, trying to prove that he's a fantastic father. Look at how people are able to clip all these things and repost them. But he said, you heard it on this, that nobody will be able to prove anything. And he started since to talk about how his business is no longer working, even though he could have marketed. And instead of, when you go to his page, instead of him marketing his chiropractor job, JD was busy insulting and dragging his ex-wife. That's what he was doing, insulting his ex. That's what he did. So now he wants to go to court and say that it was his ex-wife that actually destroyed his business. How funny is that, really? And then he has somebody like Freda as one of the testifiers, the person that both of them were busy bashing his ex together in his home on a video that is all over the internet. Let's see how this plays out. We've been here for, let me see, there we go. My battery is down too. 2 hours 42 minutes. Oops. So thank you also very much. If you're just joining, you have to come and watch from the beginning after the live stream. And I think we have one more live stream. We'll probably go live later on tonight on Entertainment Daily channel here on YouTube. Yes, that's what we're going to do later. Say thank you to everyone that joined me. And I gotta go before my device goes off. So thank you also very much. God bless you all. And I'll see you all later tonight as this conversation continues. This is August. And the case between JD and Korra is up next. There is so many stuffs lined up. So let's wait and see how that will also turn out. Thank you all. Subscribe if you've not subscribed. Turn on your bell notification. Catch up with the playlist so you can watch any live stream you've missed on our page here. Thank you so very much. And I'll see you all later. Have a nice day. Like I said, thank you so much. All right, everyone. We'll see you later. God bless abundantly. Yes, we will be gisting later about this thing and exposing these manipulative people that thinks that they can come along and just run their mouth, forgetting what they've said few years back. They think that they deleted their videos and things are now normal. Oh, I don't talk about anybody. Oh, my page is now about this. Well, what about what you did before? So let's see. Thank you all so very much, and I'll see you all later. Bye.